Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with the one and only Dave Logan, voice of your Denver Broncos, head coach of the Creek Bruins. And let's talk about high school ball. It's starting this week. You look at your squad, you look at the competition. You guys are eternally the hunted, not the hunters. How do you approach the season? What are you looking forward to?
Well, we don't look at it that way, to be honest about it. I know we're hunted, but we have to hunt on our own. I think it's a good bunch coming back. We've worked hard this summer. There are every single year, honestly, there are a handful, maybe two handfuls of teams that if things break right for them, they can win. There's absolutely no way to guarantee. We've had some really close games over the last few years that we have managed to find a way to win. You know, we were down 10-0 at halftime in last year's state championship game, and I was proud of the resilience our kids showed. I mean, they have to have a belief that they're going to be able to come back and not to panic and just to stay the course. And so we're excited. I think we open at Regis, and I think Regis will have a good team, well coached. I think Danny does a nice job over there, but we start Thursday, and then off we go.
Off you go. You've been in the coaching game for over 30 years. I feel like we can look at the NFL, we can look at college, we can examine how much it's changed, but high school, we get less of a lens on it. How has the game changed over the last 3 decades?
Oh, I think it's a lot better. I think Colorado is undervalued in terms of their high school football players, and I also think as far as coaching, there's some really good coaches here. There are guys, and I've said this before, you know, if I ever, or had I ever decided to go coach in college, there would have been high school coaches that I would have offered jobs to.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be an NFL guy to be necessarily a great coach, and I don't think you have to be a college guy to be a great coach either. I think I've seen it up close and personal. So that's why we travel out of state from time to time, and we feel like we're trying to represent the state of Colorado. Anytime a team from Colorado goes anywhere and plays, I pull extra hard for that team to win.
We've seen how NIL and transfer portal has changed the college game. Has it changed the high school game?
Well, not for us. Hopefully it doesn't. I think the college game in terms of NIL, they're going to have to figure out a way. I don't know what it is, but they're going to have to figure out a way to get a hold of it a little bit, because you have colleges now just basically paying players to come play. I don't know. I haven't talked to any coaches around here that have experienced that with their players. I think there are, opportunities nationally with some of the bigger schools, but I haven't seen it, and I'm glad I haven't seen it in Denver.
How do you balance, Dave, being a high school coach in the week, calling the Broncos, 2 jobs that require tremendous preparation? How do you do both? How do you balance?
You know what, Romy? I'm like Pavlov's dog. I mean, I'm pretty regimented. Yeah. I've got a schedule, and I adhere to it. You know, I try to get a workout every morning just to clear my head, and then go to the school, prepare the practice plan, make sure class-wise guys are doing what they should, watch film in practice, and then, of course, for the Broncos, you've got obligations for them later in the week in terms of doing Sean's show and Bo's show and then calling the game. I enjoy both. I think, you never want to cheat either one, especially high school players. I mean, you want to work hard for those guys, because I feel like I owe it to them. The staff owes it to them to put them in the best possible position.
All right, we'll do one Broncos question and we'll get you out of here. Bo Nix, what's his ceiling this year?
That's a good question. I really think he is going to be one of the elite quarterbacks. I do. I think he's a mixture of a really good athlete, what I call a savvy athlete, that has a little bit of gunslinger to him, but maybe not too much, and is smart, and maybe one of the most important things, he loves ball. So he's a guy that is first in, last out, works at it, film nut, and so you're not going to too many times fool him, even though he's young. And he's got, a great offense and a head coach that understands what great quarterback play looks like in Sean Payton. I would think that has to help Bo too. So, I mean, I think I wouldn't be surprised at all if his numbers go up. And I think the efficiency at quarterback play will go up because I think the Broncos' run game will be more efficient this year than last.
Lots to be excited for. Of course, we love hearing you call those Broncos games. And good luck this season
Romy.
in the high school game. And
appreciate it.
We'll be, I'm sure we'll be talking to you in November, December.
We'll talk every month.
Every month. I love it. All right, Dave, thank you so much. It's such a treat always. Guys, thanks for logging on. We'll see you next time.